When you are in power of who you are, when you are standing in your truth, when you are standing in why it is that you are coming to whatever location, whatever planet, you always are a threat to the next individual. You have become that threat. You have become that being. You have become that frequency. You have become that person that everybody hesitates to bring their lie to. What does that mean? That means a perspective that each individual that has not found their truth, they're operating from a false version, a false lie, a false perspective that belongs to somebody else. A perspective that belongs to somebody else that like to keep people a prisoner to their own perspective, to their own truth. These type of individuals that stand in power, they cannot be tricked. It cannot be lied. It cannot be fooled. These individuals can see the setup before it happens. These individuals are a threat. These individuals like to be put in a position where they can view you so other people can see you as an individual that has a problem. You don't have no problem. You're trying to help as many as possible. You are trying to guide people to this truth that they have inside of themselves, to this infinite brass of intelligence that people have forgotten. They have become lost. They are lost at sea and forgot the directions of how to get back to home. This information, other people will like to be put in a position as the ones that people look to, as the one that is in charge, as the one that holds the power. You are a threat to that individual. That individual, these individuals would like to have millions view you as the one that is the wrong individual, the bad individual, the individual that's trying to manipulate people, the individual that's trying to trick people, the individual that has a mental problem, mental issues, delusional, not functioning properly. They like to have many people view you as that way, so they can get you out of the way and implement the information that you are implementing and try to implement it in a way that fits them. They want the spotlight. They want to be in charge. They view you as a target because of your infinite perspective, your infinite truth. You will always be the target to the system, to people that are manipulated by the system, to people that are used by the system to attack you. You are the number one threat, and you are the one they would like to remove. You're too confident. You're too cocky. You're arrogant. All of the tricks and tactics that people are using to try to bring you down, to try to dim your light, to keep people to see that your light is harmful. So they won't even try to find their light. So they'll stay away from their light. So they will stay humble. So these individuals can be easily controlled. That shows you from the pandemic. Thousands of people not tuned in to their jewels, their wisdom, their universal creative intelligence that they were given. The part of the Creator that's inside of you. If it's not tapped into, you're living in fear. You're living in that lie, and you're easily able to control. The pandemic was showing you. People was moved around like puppets out of fear. That's the same tactic that's been utilized on society for thousands of years. They just showed you how they use you, how they abuse you, how they contaminate you, how they keep you contained inside of a jar where there is no jar there. You are the perspective that cannot be messed with once tapped into the truth. But you got certain individuals that are so annoyed by the presence that they cannot stop the lies about you. They cannot stop the attacks about you. Every day is another lie. Every day is another attack. Every day these individuals are so in tune with the dark side, are so in tune with corruption, are so in tune with their own shadow side. It's off balance. The light is down here and their shadow is up here and is in full command and is irritated by you. So they are trying to take you down because you're the #1 target in these individuals' lives. If they're not tapping into their perspective, they are attacking somebody else's perspective. That is tapped into their uniqueness. People are envious of this. And I see it 24/7 because it's the ultimate truth. They can't see past you because they're blinded by the light that you hold. Because that light that you hold is so bright, it keeps showing them their shadow. It activates their shadow purposely so they can deal with their shadow. But they abuse you for showing them their own darkness. They abuse you because they want to stand on top of your shoulders. But they can't do nothing with you because you're tapped in. These individuals can't do anything to downgrade you, to intimidate you no more. They can't rattle your cages. You're untouchable now because you're tapped into the truth and you're riding the waves of this infinite consciousness without resistance. It flows out of you without resistance. You move like water through objects and look for the least resistance. It's the most powerful thing that individual can tap into is the power of their self. And get out of the version that's looking on the outside of self. They keep you looking away from yourself so you can doubt, so you can shame yourself. You hold the power the whole time, but you've been lied to that you don't have the power. Somebody else does. Enjoy the rest of your day.